Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are out in Putnam County again, going to bridge number 9 of the 9 covered bridges in Putnam County. Today we're at the Edna Collins Covered Bridge. It is 84 feet long, was built or opened in 1922. It was built by Charles Hendricks, and it spans Little Walnut Creek. The little fun fact with this is it is believed that it is haunted, and there are paranormal investigations and things that take place here. It was my first trip out here, and just like all the other ones we've done here recently, you can see that there's really nothing on any of the trees. As you can see around me, we're still, we're in mid-May at this, or excuse me, mid-April at this point, but really not much going on other than the grass is starting to green up. Not a lot of color, not a lot of anything to look at, but still trying to get out and at least experience the outdoors. So we're here today. We're going to continue to work on exposing to the right a little bit, see if we get any more images, see what we like, we don't like. Going to try that a little bit more, and talk to you about what I'm actually videoing with here for the first time. So stay tuned. Give me a couple minutes here to get set up a little bit better. I've taken a couple pictures already. I'll take a couple more. I'll get back to you here and bring you up to speed on a couple things. So hold on. Okay, so we're out here and out in the middle really of nowhere. Trying to line this picture up again, take a good shot of it again with some of the things I mentioned in the last video. It's kind of hard to get a good composition because of private property and things like that, so you're kind of limited in what you can do. And so we're here just off the road. As you can see over here behind me, the road's over there. Looking at the bridge, you can see here's my camera. See the back of my camera, and of course we're here at the time of day. It's a little bit overcast, not early in the morning, we're actually in the late afternoon, but you can see that where we're at, and I'm basically 1/3 overexposed on this particular shot. Now we'll try it, see how it turns out. I don't know how hard or easy that'll be to see here on the back of my camera, but it doesn't look too bad, but again, post-processing will tell. All right, so what am I using? I'm using the RF 16 2.8 to video this with my RP. So I'm hand holding it, and actually using that as opposed to my DJI Pocket 2, which I have been using quite a bit. Thought I'd give this a shot and see how it works. So right now I'd say just looking at it, it's kind of nice to have a wide angle on it. It's not too heavy to hold, up, and it seems to video pretty well. And then we're running at 60 frame per second, 1080 quality video. We're not running 4K because again the crop factor on the on the RP isn't the greatest. Now, I looked at it, at least with this lens, it's not terrible, but it's certainly not something that I encourage people to do, so I'm trying to stay away from it. All right, so why have I got the RF 16 2.8? Last video I was talking about, I wasn't sure about the 24 to 105. I thought things looked pretty good, but I wanted to give it a shot, take a look at it, keep looking at some images. Well, I looked at those images, finally got a chance to really spend some time looking at it. And if you go back and look in those videos and you see where we're at, you'll notice that there's a lot of chromatic aberration around the trees and things, any of the dark areas, especially towards the sky, and it really seems to struggle. All right, the RF 24 to 105 f4 seems to struggle when you get into a situation where you got a high contrast from the sky to whatever else you're trying to photograph. Now there are things built into Lightroom to take away that chromatic aberration, and it seems like in all the RF lenses I use, that's never been a non-issue. But on that particular one, the RF 24 105, it just didn't work very well. It wouldn't take it away, and it just stayed. So I turned around and got a contact with Roberts and told them what I was experiencing. They were more than happy to take it back, so I brought it back to them, told them they probably should send it into Canon and have it looked at, just in case there was something wrong with it. And in turn, I bought the RF 16 2.8, thought I'd give it a shot. Now, Now we can get in, I got to use this a few times to really give you an idea what it's like, but so far from a video standpoint I like it. Alright, now what's negative to it is there's no in-lens stabilization, and when you compare that with the RP, there's no in-body stabilization there. So I'm hand holding this, and if you're seeing some shakiness, it's because there's no stabilization at all with it. Does that make it bad? I don't know. We're going to see when we get done with this video, and if I do end up posting it because it turns out alright, that's a good thing, but too early to tell. Alright, as far as exposing to the right, I'm still not sold, people. I'm going to tell you. It just goes against things that I like and things I believe in. I continue to try it, but I'm just not sold on it. I may try it a couple more times here over the next few weeks, just to see what I get. But at this point, I'm not really sold on it. I really think that, at least to this point, I think trying to expose correctly, maybe even a hair underexposing, kind of works a little bit better, at least in the type of photography that I do. But that being said, there are people that believe that exposing to the right's a good thing. And again, as I've said in other videos, there's some things out there that are pretty good. Good reasons to do it. I can tell, but I'm not so sure that some of my chromatic aberration problem that I was seeing, with the RF 24-105 f4 wasn't caused because I was trying to expose to the right. Now I did check, because I did do several images where I exposed like I normally do, and I had chromatic aberration there too. So if you're looking for a lens, make sure you look at that. Make sure you test it and look for chromatic aberration. Basically it's purple fringing around, like white or dark areas. You'll see like everything will kind of look purple, and if it looks purple, then if you can't remove that in post-processing, you're probably best not to be using that lens. So when you do run into that, one of the things you can do is you can step down. Now if you remember, most of my images I shoot at f11. That's step down. Alright, and we're seeing that issue at f11. So stepping down really wasn't helping it at all. So again, I returned the lens to Roberts. They're great people, and if you're ever looking for somebody to buy from, they certainly should be right towards the top of your list. They're a good operation, they're good people, and they don't pay me to say that. I'm telling you that because I truly believe it. I've used them for years, and as far as the covered bridges, the Edna Collins Covered Bridge, which we see here in the background, is it haunted? Is it not haunted? I have no idea. I'm not going to come out here in the middle of the night to try to find out, but I have read some stories of people who have, and they do believe it's haunted, but I'm not. That's not something I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to end the video here. Appreciate your time, appreciate you coming along. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Helps grow the channel by improving the our performance with the algorithms through YouTube and Google. It's most important to be able to do that. Make sure that if you got an opinion on exposing to the right or on the RF 24-105, you can certainly drop a comment on that. I'd love to see what people think. I certainly would like to respond to those. If you have an opinion on the 16 RF 2.8 or RF 16 2.8, I'd love to hear that. But just get outside, enjoy life, people. I mean, it's just, life's way too short. Make sure you're out there doing it. Make sure you're enjoying every minute of the day. Thanks for your time. Thanks for coming along. Appreciate it very much.